let's all talk about the transforming robot heroes. Serving as part of the franchise Transformers, we need to start out Cartoon Network's era with Transformers, starting with the first one, which was produced by CN and Hasbro. Transformers Animated. Transformers Animated, American superhero animated television series based on the Transformers toy line. It was produced by Cartoon Network Studios and the toy company Hasbro before Hasbro would leave production and would start focusing with Discovery for the hub. The series debuted on Cartoon Network on December 26, 2007 and ended on May 23, 2009. Running for 42 episodes across 3 seasons. In Japan, the show debuted on TV Tokyo and TV Aichi on April 3, 2010. The show is set in its own standalone continuity, separate from any other previous Transformers continuities. Despite this, the series features many references to the other continuities, such as the Generation 1 series being a hysterical film. Now Hasbro Hasbro was very famous with their many games, especially with their Transformers series. There was a video game based off of Transformers Animated called Transformers Animated the Game. The first and only Transformers Animated game, released for the Nintendo DS platform in October 2008. Yeah, this is where it's supposed to be. Now everybody never heard of this is because Transformers Animated, it somehow became a failure when it comes to it. But most other failures, like how Cartoon Network did. Now, many people said that Cartoon Network treated Transformers badly since animated. And want to know why? Saturday morning cartoons is the problem. When Cartoon Network used to do action shows, they put them on Saturday mornings. And, weekday mornings. Shows that had treated badly on the network, like Justice League Unlimited, as well as, Transformers, and yet even other action shows like Star Wars: The Clone Wars and other action shows that have been burned off to a Saturday time slot. And yet again, Cartoon Network returned with Transformers in 2010s with Cyberverse and Robots in Disguise 2015, which unfortunately was sadly abysmal. Instead, they treated those two series to a 6:30 a.m. time slot. What the crap was that for? I mean, why would Transformers do something like? Why would they do something like that? That was pretty stupidity of them. The series all began with a 3-part movie length called Transform and Roll Out. Stellar Cycles years after the Autobots won the Great War for Cybertron against the Decepticons. I'm sorry if I said that word wrong. An Autobot maintenance crew led by Optimus Prime and consisting of Ratchet, Bulkhead, Prowl, and Bumblebee discovered the legendary Allspark buried on an asteroid. The Autobots take the Allspark back to their ship, but are soon confronted by a crew of Decepticons led by the notorious Warlord, Megatron, and consisting of Blitzwing, Lugnut, Black Cherry. Yeah, I'm sorry if I said that Starscream, Megatron attacks the Autobot ship and tries to retrieve the Allspark. But when an explosive planted by Megatron by the treacherous Starscream detonates, the ship crashes on Earth. The Autobots go into a stasis to survive the crash, while the scattered remains of the Megatron are discovered by human scientists named Isaac Sundek. Half a century later, Professor Isaac is the CEO of robotics known as the Sundek Systems, which is based on in a futuristic version of Detroit. In the 2050s, Optimus Prime and the Autobots awaken from the status and defend the people of Detroit from a monster, resulting in them becoming local celebrities. They befriend with Professor Samdek's young daughter Sari, who teaches them about Earth customs, and whose security card is transformed by a metallic toll, which possesses a fracture of the Allspark's vast cosmic power. Starscream arrives on Earth and tries to take the all-powerful Allspark for himself, but the Autobots successfully stop him and save the Earth once again. Now here's Season 1 of Transformers Animated. The Autobots settle in their new home and learn about the Earth, culture, and customs, all of the while defending Detroit from various threats. Megatron's disembodied head, which has been in Professor Sumdick's laboratory since the ship crashed, come back online and manipulate Sumdick into building him a new body, pretending that he is an Autobot. Blazewind and Lugnut arrive on Earth searching for Megatron, while Black Canary targets Optimus Prime, blaming her for her techno-organic mutation. New Transformers introduced the first season include the Autobot at Kree, who only appears in Ratchet's flashbacks, the Decepticon Soundwave, the Bounty Hunter Lockdown, and the Dinobots Grimlock, Snarl, and Swoop. Several human villains are also introduced, such as Namasek, who can run at extreme speeds, the Headmaster, and Meltdown, who is covered in toxic and corrosive substance. The season ends with Megatron returning with a new body, all built by the all-powerful Allspark from his old body, while killing Starscream for his betrayal, and the Allspark exploded into many fragments that scattered across Detroit. Season 2 premiered on April 12, 2008, with 13 episodes instead of the 16 episodes. Season 2 premiered the Autobot Elite Guard members Ultra Magnus, Central Prime, and Jazz arrive on Earth to retrieve the Allspark, only to learn of its destruction in the Season 1 finale. While Centurio completely disbelieves Optimus' claims, Optimus and his team are eventually able to convince Magnus of the Decepticon activity on Earth. The main theme for Season 2 is the discovery of small fragments of the Allspark littered across the city, and possibly the entire planet. While the Decepticons work on building a space bridge back to Cybertron and the help of Isaac Sumdak, who was kidnapped by Megatron in the previous season's finale. This is part of Megatron's plan to invade Cybertron from within without the Autobots' awareness. New characters in Season 2 were introduced, including Autobots Omega Supreme, Wreck-Gar, Wasp, and Blur, the Decepticon Shockwave, Swindle, Mixmaster, and Scrapper, the human villain Slow-Mo, and Starscream's army of clones, Firecracker, Ramjet, Skywarp, Sunstorm, and Slipstream. None of the clones are openly referred to by the name of the series. The names listed come from the toy line, while Slipstream was retroactively given her name by Hasbro Interactive. By the end of the season, the Decepticon space bridge is destroyed, but Megatron, Starscream, and Omega Supreme are sucked through the lost in deep space. Sari, meanwhile, notices an injury that exposes mechanical components under her skin, revealing that she is not entirely human. Then, now all we got is the third and final season. March 14th, 2009. The third and final season of Transformers Animated. With only 13 episodes, same as season 2. Yeah. Alright. On the third and final season, Sari is shocked and distraught over the revelation that she is a robot, and instantly assumes that her father had actually built her, refusing to believe Sam Dick's claim that he discovered her as a small liquid metal body protoform. Upon examining Sari, Ratchet discovers something quite jarring. Sari is essentially human, but is part of the Cybonian. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Prowl does some research and discovers that Professor Sundick was in fact telling the truth, and deducts that Sari is a Cybernetian protoform, the early development stage of all the Cyber Earthronians that came into contact with Samdick's genetic information. Sari uses later the great power from her key to upgrade herself into an armored techno-organic teen form that is far taller and much stronger. Similar to Kamen Rider and Super Sentai/Power Rangers, equipped with several powerful weaponry and unique Cybertron abilities. During the two-part finale, Endgame, Jez joins the Optimus Prime's team on Earth, while Megatron and Starscream also find their way back to Earth, using information stored deep within a Kree's subconscious mind to create an army of Omega Supreme-sized robots and lightness. Optimus Prime defeats Megatron with the aid of Ultra Magnus Hammer, which destroys Megatron's fusion cannon and a wing blade jetpack built by Professor Sundick. Ratchet and Sari, while Prowl sacrificed his own virtual spark to resemble most of the Allspark into what resembles the Mattress of Leadership, killing Starscream in the process and destroying the Lugna Supremes all at once. Megatron is arrested and the Autobots return to Cybertron, and all hailed as heroes on their home world, with Sari, who is intent in learning what is to be an Autobot and finally learn about her unique organs. Yeah, that's about it in season 3. A fourth season was planned, consisting more than just regular 13 or 16 episodes, but was sadly ultimately cancelled before season 4 production. According to the All-Spark Amica 2, the complete All-Spark Amic in issue number 71 of Transformers Collectors Club magazine. Season 4's main theme would have been the discovery of Energon, despite left the Allspark across Detroit. Various ideas planned for the much longer canceled 4th season, in which were the following that were mentioned, and of all the characters doing some stuff and trying to save the world and Earth and Cybertron from mankind. It's too bad that Hasbro or Cartoon Network isn't finishing up Transformers Animated, but it was pretty good though. I would have personally enjoyed it very much. But it's too bad it didn't go so well because something went wrong that everybody really didn't like. Burn-offs to a Saturday morning time slot. I'm sorry, but we have Toonami. Can't you put Transformers Animated on Toonami? Because Toonami, I mean, hello? Back in the 2000s, it was going well, but until 2007, that did not go so well. Probably Stuart Snyder has probably got the blame for it. Alright, now on to the very 2 Transformers series that they were intended for the hub, now known as Discovery Family. Now, when Discovery Family changed, according to Kawaii Life Antonio, he said Discovery Family should never air Transformers in his own opinion. I mean, yes, it's aimed at the 6 to 11 demographic and it's action oriented, but he said it's also mature themed. Given the fact that Hasbro Hasbro Studios wanted to, move their, Transformer series to Cartoon Network. But unfortunately, according to him, it was a very bad idea because what happened? Well, because it only ran for 2 years, from March 14th, 2015 till November 11th, 2017, after two seasons. But why? Well, wanna know why? Well, guess what? It was a bad idea because according to Kawaii Life Antonio, what they did to Cyberverse and Robots in Disguise 2015 was abysmal. Saturday mornings at 6:30 a.m., Robots in Disguise had premiered first on Cartoon Network in 2015 on March 14th. Then it ended on November 11th, 2017, just after 2 full seasons. I don't know what really happened. Maybe even nobody wasn't watching it. Well, I think I have to tell you, Christina Miller burnt it off to a 6:30 a.m. time slot on a Saturday. Come on, man. Cartoon Network would never do something like this. Treat them to a Friday night time slot. Yeah, what they did to Cyberverse and Robots in Disguise 2015, that was abysmal. If they wanted to move Transformers, then why didn't they move Transformers Prime? Why didn't Hasbro move Transformers Prime? Give some that reruns of Cartoon Network. Oh hell no. Oh, they're just going to put them on a Saturday morning time slot again. Well, give it some of that reruns to Cartoon Network in the primetime slot on Saturday nights. Already interfere Toonami already. Interfere it. Nobody would care. Just treat Transformers Prime to a primetime hour slot. Already interfere Toonami already. Nobody wouldn't be complaining if you just interfere it. Besides that, besides that, Cartoon Network at this point needs to do action again. And after what they did. And besides, now that Cartoonito is here, it's now time for Cartoon Network to step up their action game up. And after what they did to Transformers, and after what they did to Hasbro, they need to try this. They need to try again. And if Hasbro does partner with Cartoon Network again, are they going to treat Transformers well? Yeah, right. Maybe it's not going to happen. Now, Transformers, a new Transformers series was announced, but it won't be going to Cartoon Network this time. Instead, it's going to Nickelodeon. So Hasbro is going to partner up with Nickelodeon this time. Yeah, we know. We know what happened. And when we know what's going to happen, we're worried that everyone is going to be furious if Nickelodeon doesn't treat the upcoming new Transformers series. Now, we know Nickelodeon notoriously kills off their Nicktoons on purpose, with Welcome to Wayne purposely being moved to Nicktoons because it wasn't going so well. That's because they didn't put it too much of a commercial in it, like how they're milking Paw Patrol and other shows, respectively. Should Nickelodeon treat Transformers well? I hope so. Oh yeah, Cyberverse Animated and Robots in Disguise 2015 were not the only Transformers series that were on Cartoon Network. They were Transformers Cybertron, Energon, and Transformers Armada. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things we don't see. I hope Transformers was in a better time slot like Cybertron, Energon, and Armada. Besides, if they were a Saturday time slot, it's a bad idea. And for Nickelodeon's upcoming Transformers series, Nickelodeon, please treat Transformers respectively. We don't want another Cartoon Network wannabe like this. Remember, you treated Digimon Fusion after a few episodes, and then you just killed it off to Nicktoons, even though it was an acquired anime. And we already know that the Nickelodeon kills off their acquired shows because they don't get treated properly. Saturday mornings, Angel, something like that. I know Saturday morning cartoons are a good thing, but is it really even needed anymore for action shows? I don't think so. You see, the thing is, nobody would not get up in the morning to watch action shows in the morning. Can't you put them on Friday or Saturday nights? I know this could be interfering to Toonami, but does it really even matter? Interfering to Toonami will be a bad thing, but unfortunately, newer action shows doesn't even cut it. They don't even cut the fact that they need to be on a Saturday night time slot. But now this year and from last year, 2021, Cartoon Network is going back into action. However, it's not going to be on a Saturday night this time because Toonami is already there. So Acme Night is supposed to do the action genre with Unicorn Warriors Eternal premiering. But it's going to be premiering in October this year. So, no way to put action shows to a Saturday night time slot this time because now Transformers is now going to be in I don't know. How about put it on Saturday nights on Nickelodeon? Besides, it's the best place to be. And now, right now, Acme Night. I think action shows supposed to be going to Saturday nights, but I think they work better on Acme Night. I know it's not a good idea, but but I think it should be a good idea. The past action shows, I think the reason why they didn't go so well is because of, you know, Toonami Rising Sun. I think it's because they're trying to fill the void that about the discontinuation of Toonami Rising Sun. Obviously, it's gone. It's not returning. Why fill the void that was left behind? And also, I would like to have a question with Cartoon Network about that Ben 10 2005 series. I know it's a big hit show, but why did you put it on Saturday mornings too? There's already Toonami. We don't need Ben 10 on Saturday mornings. We need it somewhere. I know Magoozy is rerunning it, and I know Pokemon was rerunning on Magoozy, but not anymore ever since Magoozy left. Magoozy, it was the best place to watch, you know, the action adventure and the underwater after school cartoons like we never see before. Totally Spies, Teen Titans, Code Lyoko, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003. Man, I mean, things are gonna be looking grim if Cartoon Network doesn't try to do the action genre again. I mean, look at how Nickelodeon did with Avatar. What does this all have to do with Cartoon Network? Well, Nickelodeon killed off Avatar for no reason. Oh wait, there is a reason. Is it because something about it not being kid friendly? They don't have to be kid friendly. They're teen friendly. I mean, action shows are more mature and targeted towards teens. That's where Toonami is supposed to be at. I mean, and Nickelodeon does make an action block as well to try to battle against Cartoon Network. It's the only chance it's going to get. And besides, Avatar was a huge thing for Nickelodeon at this point. But if it went to Cartoon Network, then that means there's going to be a whole different story. Seriously, a whole new other story. Now, anyway, fictionally, Hasbro Network had the rights to air reruns of the past Transformers iterations, and they still air regularly on Hasbro Network too. Yeah, so fictionally, Hasbro Network continued to air the previous Transformers iterations that Cartoon Network had treated badly to, like Animated Cyberverse and Robots in Disguise 2015. And they were all moved to Hasbro Network 2 for their action-oriented programming called Hasbro Pulse. So Cartoon Network's era with Transformers failed because it just didn't go so well. Because, first of all, why put them on a Saturday morning time slot? And I'm not sure why would they put them on Saturday mornings. Saturday morning cartoons is a death concept now, but no longer going to be a dead concept now as it's returning on broadcast television, starting with MeTV. And Transformers should have went to Toonami instead of Saturday mornings, but it never did, and Transformers Animated faded away into obscurity in 2009. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think Transformers could have been on Cartoon Network? Where should it be at? Besides, Saturday mornings is not a good choice. Thanks for watching.